Morning, guys. So today we are going to start page 14th of my new chapter. So as usual for newcomers, I'll do a quick cover of the entire process and then we'll get into the drawing stage. So the way I like to panel my pages is I like to start with very rough draft to get an idea of how the page is going to be paneled, make sure um, it's well spaced, it flows organically. So I do this for every single page. In that case, this is a 29-page chapter. And then what I will usually do after is do a second draft. So add a second layer that is slightly more detailed. And then we can go ahead and add the actual panels. And the phase I'm going to show you now, which is the third draft, is the final draft before we move on onto the outline where we start the inking. So I'm only going to do the first half of the page, which is this section. So we'll cover a bit of anatomy also, and some backgrounds, and then we'll move on to the shading. So I'm going to go ahead, put some music, and see you guys in a bit. So I somewhat finished the first, the last draft, and now we're going to quickly move on onto the shading. I'm just pushing it a bit, adjusting some minor details. Also, I'm sorry about the camera if it's been flickering a bit. I'm still figuring out some technical issues. But yeah, we're going to move on to the outline, which would be the equivalent of the inking phase in traditional manga. So see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, so I just finished the outline, and I guess something I can comment on is we did cover quite a bit of anatomy. Usually I like to simplify it quite a bit, and what I like to use are those booklets, which contain everything I need personally. So it's pretty much just a bunch of illustrations showing the different muscle groups and how they fit in together. So yeah, and regarding the actual monster you're seeing, it's a mythological creature called the Blemmy, I believe. You can Google those if you're curious. But yeah, so we're gonna move on to the shading. So see you guys in a bit. Alright, guys. Let me test something. Alright, so we finished the shading. Um, so what can I comment about? So yeah, so from the outline, we did very, very thin lines, um, which I think worked quite well. And then we tried to replicate the light of the last panel, which was this one. So again, the entire characters are covered in a screen tone, and the light comes from behind them. So similarly here, uh, this is how I chose to orient the light. Now I might play around still a bit with the screen tones. I haven't decided if I want to make the bottom a bit more dark, but it's something I'll decide as I move along. But I think this is going to be it for today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.